In the winter of 1482, a queen in heavy armor rode across the muddy plains of Andalusia. Her horse carried not only her weight, but the weight of the child she was carrying inside her. While most queens of Europe stayed in palaces, this one marched beside soldiers, slept in military camps, inspected cannons, and personally supervised the siege of Moorish fortresses. Her enemies called her La Reina Loca por la Guerra, the queen who was mad for war. History knows her as Isabella I of Castile. And yes, she did this while pregnant. This is the real story of the woman who led armies and changed the map of the world. Isabella was born on April 22, 1451, in Madrigal, Castile. From the beginning, her life was surrounded by chaos. Castile was torn apart by civil war. Nobles fought for power, kings were deposed, and the kingdom was bleeding money and territory. At just 18 years old, Isabella was declared the rightful heir to the throne. At 23, she became Queen of Castile. But what came next was not peace. The war begins. In 1482, war erupted with the Nasrid Kingdom of Granada, the last Muslim-ruled state in Iberia. The conflict would last a decade and become known as the Granada War, the final chapter of the Reconquista. Kings usually commanded from a safe distance. Queens stayed behind palace walls, but Isabella did the opposite. On the battlefield, historical accounts from royal chroniclers like Hernando del Pulgar describe Isabella riding with her soldiers, even in dangerous zones. She inspected fortifications, negotiated with generals, and personally handled military logistics. She did not fight with a sword. Her power was strategy, organization, and morale. And in 1482, during the war's early campaigns, Isabella became pregnant with her daughter, Maria of Aragon. But she didn't leave the battlefield. Traveling with the army, while pregnant chronicler Andrés Bernaldez wrote that Isabella traveled from city to city, ensuring soldiers were fed, paid, and equipped. She met with captains inside military tents. She ordered new artillery. She visited wounded soldiers and even hospitals under construction near the front lines. In 1485, when she was pregnant again, this time with her youngest child, Catherine of Aragon, Isabella traveled to the army camp outside Malaga, one of the strongest Moorish fortresses in Granada. Sieges were brutal, food rotted, disease spread, soldiers lost hope. But when Isabella arrived, morale changed instantly. The Malaga siege Pulgar records that Isabella did something unheard of. She ordered the construction of a fully stocked military hospital near the front, the first of its kind in Spanish history. She inspected every cannon. She checked gunpowder storage. She demanded discipline from generals. Soldiers wrote that seeing their queen, pregnant, exhausted, and still in armor, gave them strength. Her presence turned a long stalemate into victory. Malaga surrendered in 1487, and as soon as the battle ended, Isabella gave birth to her last child, a queen, a general, and a mother. Over the 10-year Granada War, Isabella traveled with armies again and again, between 1482 and 1492. She led political councils in military camps. She signed treaties on the road. She celebrated victories on horseback. And she mourned fallen soldiers like a commander, not a distant monarch. By 1491, only the city of Granada remained. The final siege began, and Isabella was there, personally supervising supply lines, artillery movements, and negotiations. On the 2nd of January 1492, Granada surrendered. The Reconquista ended. For the first time in 780 years, the Iberian Peninsula was under Christian rule. History remembers kings who conquer, but this time, it was a queen. Isabella's determination reshaped Europe and the world. After the war, she ordered a new policy to fund exploration. That decision led to Christopher Columbus